I think we're going longer on this because people are speaking that weren't intending to, and I wasn't intending to speak. But I do have 2 quick points. First of all, our law enforcement officers are demoralized. We have just this session voted to eliminate penalties on crimes with handguns. We have voted in the House to go ahead and start letting people out earlier and have a procedure for that. We voted my first year that I came here on this police package, which ended up to have the unintended consequence of not allowing our officers to pursue people in situations where they needed to. So our police are demoralized. They need to have our support. We need to make sure that we're retaining them because we are short of police. And so therefore, retention bonuses make sense to me. The second point, Mr. Speaker, is when I think about crime and when I think about the auto theft prevention account and funding it, which this amendment does, I think about who crime affects. Because if you think about who is affected by auto theft, thankfully, I'm older now. It's not me anymore. I have comprehensive insurance and I have a garage. But I think about people who are impoverished, people who are living in apartments and barely affording their ride to work or school. And an auto theft is a huge deal for them because they're not reimbursed for that. A catalytic converter theft is a huge deal to them. They're not reimbursed for that. I had a student in one of my foundational math classes who his car was stolen. He was no longer able to come to school. I didn't see him anymore. That could have been pivotal in his life, him dropping out of that math class. And it was because his car was stolen at an apartment complex in Puyallup. So, Mr. Speaker, I think we should prioritize funding that auto theft account. We should prioritize funding retention bonuses for our officers. When we were at our town meeting in my district, I'm not sure I can think of a question that wasn't surrounding crime. I'm sure there were a few, but almost all the questions were surrounding crime. So I think we need to do something about it. I think we need to prioritize retaining officers and making sure we're fully staffed in Washington State with our police. And I think we need to have kindness to people who are directly affected by crime, because I suspect it's not you and not me quite as much as people who are on the lower end of things trying to make their way up. So thank you, Mr. Speaker. I urge adoption on this amendment.